The tale kicks off with Miki, a girl who radiates enough charm to light up a power outage, strutting into a shady bar in the rundown town of Amahara. The moment she walks in, the bar patrons pause mid-drink, their collective thought bubbles reading. What in the hell is a girl with personality? And let's be real, it's not her personality they're ogling at, it's definitely those big melons she's got. Lots of it. So what on earth is she doing here? As Miki scans the room for a decent place to sit, spoiler, there isn't one, a particularly bold patron sneaks up behind her and gets a little too acquainted with her personal melons. Miki's reaction? Well, as one does like a badass, she goes full fight or flight and whips out her Uzi, turning the bar into an impromptu action movie set. Great work, girl. Enter Rikuro, the guy who seems to have a PhD in calming chaotic situations. He bolts toward Miki and attempts to de-escalate. Meanwhile, the bartender, who probably didn't sign up for this level of customer drama, shouts at Rikuro, "Get your lady in check! She's your responsibility." Eventually, Miki's Uzi runs dry, and Rikuro talks her down like a hostage negotiator. Once the bullets stop flying, Miki shows Rikuro a photo of her missing brother, explaining she needs help finding him. She wants to enlist the services of Rikuro's boss, Annerose, a renowned detective. "Annerose is the only one who can help me," Miki declares. She also casually mentions this was foretold by Aisha, a fortune teller who probably moonlights as a part-time chaos magnet. Rikuro is stunned, not just because Miki's standing in Amahara, a city so broken it makes the post-apocalypse look cozy, but because her determination is palpable. However, Miki notices Rikuro spacing out. She snaps her fingers in front of his face, snapping him out of his daydream, which, to be fair, was focused on Miki's twin melons that seemed to defy gravity in every way possible. "Is something wrong with my assets?" Miki asks innocently, her tone bordering on mischievous. Rikuro's face flushes as he stammers an apology, muttering something about admiring her greatness. Yep, not the fact she just sprayed an entire bar up with an Uzi or anything, just the fact that she has a nice bod. When you think it might get spicy and turn more awkward, Micho, Rikuro's demon co-worker, makes a dramatic entrance by delivering a perfectly aimed boot to Rikuro's face. "Why are you simping? Stop embarrassing yourself," she sneers, dragging Rikuro out of the bar like a scolding older sibling. As they walk home, Rikuro confronts Micho about her behavior. "You're just a minion like me. What makes you think you're better?" he demands. Micho smirks, flipping her axe over her shoulder. "I'm a demon, and you're a squishy human. Know your place, Rikuro." She then drops a bombshell. She's also got a thing for Annerose, and Rikuro is officially in her way. To prove her dominance, Micho does what any reasonable demon would do. She lops off Rikuro's head and turns him into demon chow. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you view this, Rikuro finds himself revived in Aisha's lair. The fortune teller is busy analyzing his Excalibur, which is a lot less subtle than it sounds. She pokes, prods, and praises it, calling it sturdy and full of potential. Rikuro, both flattered and deeply confused, just goes with it. Because why not? Anyone would. Eventually, Aisha gives Rikuro a magical flute and instructs him to use it near Micho while she's sleeping, promising it'll teach her a lesson that will let him get his revenge. Now, anyone with half a brain would have questioned this advice, but Rikuro? Fueled by pettiness, he decides to give it a shot. Rikuro sneaks into Miko's room and plays the flute, which, to his surprise, transforms into a snake that ties Micho up in an incredibly compromising position. Rikuro stands there, grinning like he just won the lottery. "What the hell are you doing?" Micho shrieks, struggling against her magical bondage. "Payback," Rikuro says, brandishing a pair of scissors. He takes his time inspecting her special dungeon, testing its consistency like he's on an isekai show. When the metaphorical dungeon bursts, Rikuro can't help but smugly declare, "Perfect." Micho, mortified, demands he release her. Rikuro, however, is on a revenge high. He continues his inspection, going full-on dungeon clearing in cleansing mode until Micho passes out, leaving him to realize it's already morning. Maybe he had too much fun with Micho for his revenge arc, but who cares, right? He got the perfect revenge, if you ask me. In a panic, Rikuro rushes to Annose's room to wake her, only to find her sprawled out in an entirely defenseless position. "Well, time for round 2, I guess," he thinks. Normally, Rikuro would have turned away, but his curiosity and lack of impulse control gets the better of him. One thing leads to another, and Rikuro finds himself admiring Annose's unparalleled craftsmanship of how she crafted such an exquisite and unique body. Annose, still half asleep, mumbles, "Is this a dream?" Rikuro, seizing the opportunity, assures her it is, continuing his appreciation. When she finally wakes up fully, the mood shifts dramatically. "You've got 5 seconds to explain yourself," Annose growls, her tone icy enough to freeze hell over. "Wouldn't want to be Rikuro right now. I'm shivering just thinking about it." Rikuro, now in full panic mode, tries to clean up his mess, literally and figuratively. Annose isn't having it. She decapitates him on the spot, muttering about teaching him a lesson in self-control. As Rikuro's head rolls across the floor, again, a mysterious figure watches from the rooftop, chuckling softly. "Found you," she whispers, a wicked grin spreading across her face.